Washington, the Commanders, Minnesota traveling to a surging Washington team. Commanders are 4-4. Taylor Heineke has been the starting quarterback over the last 2 weeks, playing pretty good football. He's 2-0. He actually led this team, if you guys forgot, to the playoffs last year. It was a short stay in the playoffs, but he got them to that point, playing some pretty good football. His ability to extend plays is not the same as Kyler Murray, but he provides the same athleticism in regards to making people miss. A bigger target. He competes. You can tell the guys are rallying around him. I feel like they're better with Taylor in the lineup than Carson Wentz. That's just my personal opinion.
Yeah.
But they have some dynamic receivers. When you look at this mixture, I'm sorry, that was 2 years ago. He led them to the playoffs 2 years ago, not last year, but 2 years ago. But when you look at the mixture of wide receivers, they have Scary Terry McLaurin, who's really been balling the last 2 weeks, playing some pretty good football. Curtis Samuel. I don't know if Johan Dotson would be back. He's been missing a few weeks. And Brown. What are your thoughts about these, receivers? You don't really have the big guys, like a D Hop, like a AJ Brown, but you got some guys that are very, very shifty.
Yeah. Like you said, they got a dynamic group of receivers for sure. We're gonna have our hands full, and Taylor like you say, he does a great job of extending plays. He do a great job of getting his receivers open with his legs. That's like a DB's worst nightmare when you have to. It's already hard enough to guard a receiver for the 3.5 seconds that we want to be in coverage for. But then when they extend that play, it just makes that job that much harder. So it's always a challenge when you go up against shifty receivers and also guys who still have a big catch radius, although they're not the biggest receiver on the field. They play really big. And Taylor does a great job in just giving those guys opportunities to make plays. So, we're going to have opportunity to make plays ourselves. We have to make sure that we try to come out on a good end of the stick majority of the time, because we understand that these guys are going to make plays. There's going to be plays made on both sides of the ball. But at the end of the day, we just have to make sure that we come out more on the winning side of things than the losing.
So last week, you and Jordan kind of had your revenge game last week against your former team in the Cardinals. Mm-hmm. Do you think Captain Kirk Cousins, has revenge on his mind this week against the Commanders? He's only played against them once since leaving Washington in 2019. Because me personally, I hope he has revenge on his mind. So it would be great if I could see Kirk Cousins talking as much trash as you talked this past week against the Cardinals. Do you think Kirk has a little bit of revenge on his mind?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to ask him tomorrow.
Please
tomorrow.
Do.
And if it is, I might have to make something up.
Get him fired up. Get him going. I need that same energy. We need that same energy for Kirk Cousins that we saw from Pat P this past Sunday. So yes, we need all of that because the goal is to get to 7 wins this week. 7-1. 7-1. So you guys know what time it is. Prediction time. Last week, Eric, what was my prediction last week? Do we remember?
I think it was 23-16.
Yeah.
23-17.
It was something like that, yeah. So we playing against Washington. I had 23-16 last week.
Yeah.
That's what I had, 23-16. So this week right here, you guys scored 30 plus this past week. You scored 30 plus. This is what I'm going to give y'all right here.
Talk to me, Matt.
2014, Minnesota. 2014. Hey, Pat P, I don't usually play the Powerball, but tell me why I had 3 of the 5 numbers.
Oh, man. Hey. You've been throwing some numbers out there in the atmosphere, Cat.
And I was 1 off the Powerball number.
Ooh.
Yeah. My heart dropped. My heart dropped. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't be playing it. I don't do that.
Hey,
you know what I mean?
So tell me this though, when you do that, if you're a number or offer, so don't you still win money or something like that?
Yeah, you get a little bit of pocket change.
Okay.
You get a little bit of pocket change, but heck, I wanted the bill.
Hey, who you saying? Who you telling?
I'm gonna run it back though.
I wanted a bill for you. Yeah, you might as well keep playing now, Coach. You've been putting out some good numbers though. I ain't gonna
lie. Nobody won it. If Pat P, if you heard somebody won it in Georgia,
you're the first person I'm calling.
If you heard somebody won it in Georgia, we're gonna have to be, because while you working, I ain't gonna be on dry land. I'm gonna be somewhere doing the show with some trees behind me, man, with some foreign type animals in them. I don't even know what type of animals them is, man. They just happy to be what y'all want me to do.
They said the best probability, man, is having the machine pick the numbers.
Yeah, but what I did was, because I'm a thinker, like I be doing parlays, by the way, you know what I mean? Yeah. So I was thinking about certain numbers. So I did both. I did the machine way, but I did one my way. And I was just thinking about numbers. I was thinking, and whatever number popped up in my head, I scratched it off. And I got 3 out of the 5 and 1 off of the Powerball. I'm running it back.
Wow.
I'm running it back. So no question.
Oh, that's
no question. So we got 20-14, Minnesota taking care of business against the Commanders. And I got the Powerball out. I'm running it back. So y'all see me doing the show from a foreign place with foreign animals that I ain't never seen before, that you ain't never seen before?
You know what happened? The Prince of Wakanda.
No question, baby. No question. I might be in Wakanda. No shirt on doing the show. I might get me a tattoo. Billionaire on the back of my shoulder like a jersey. And I ain't got one tattoo. It's going to say billionaire on the back on my shoulder blade.
My goodness.